So that's why they probably look like they're. Good morning, everybody,
Good
and
morning.
welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. It's time to get that cup of coffee, open those eyes, and let's hit these internet streets. We are back once again, live and in living color. I am on the platform this morning with two beautiful co hosts. I'm going to pass it off to them, let them introduce themselves, and we're going to roll in and roll out.
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day, a new week. It's Monday. I am Verlyn Smith Randolph, the Rose of Audacity. Welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. Yet another week. We're here yet another week, and I'm grateful. And then our next co-host is.
Good morning, everyone. I am Alicia Nicole Johnson, your very own kingdompreneur. I am so excited to be here on this Monday. I heard some birds chirping, and I'm just excited about spring. It's just my favorite season of the year.
That's good. And this week, we'll be discussing the Total Woman Success Summit. The Total Woman Success Summit. And there is a recipe to become a total woman. I'm excited about this summit. We've been working hard on it for several weeks now. And women, we need each other. Women to become a total successful woman just not means having a good job. It does not just mean being a good co-parent or parent or spouse. The total successful woman comes from the inside as well. Because see, there's things that need to be taken care of to be addressed on the inside of us before we can become totally successful, whatever your success is, whatever it looks like to you. The total success, the Total Women's Success Summit, a whole lot of S's, is scheduled for April 16th or April 15th through the 19th. You can go to bit.ly/Total Woman Success. Is that correct, Rosie? I can't see.
Total Woman 21.
Total Woman 21. I'm sorry. bit.ly/Total Woman 21. And register there and join us for the Total Woman Success Summit. We have a number of dynamic speakers. We have prizes. And it's going on for 4 days.
My God, the prizes. The prizes are off the chain. But I just noticed something and it just hit me just now, right? The link is bit.ly Total Woman 21. How many of us thought when we turned 21 that we were a total woman? That we just knew we were grown, past grown.
That's it. We was grown, right?
At 21. And this link is bit.ly/Total Woman 21. Now, how coincidental is that? Because at 21, you are bestowed so many privileges, so many things you can do that you couldn't do before you turned 21. So I thought that I was just the cat's meow. But guess what? I found out the cat has 9 lives, and as you grow older, that meow changes. Totally changes. So the recipe for being a total woman is realizing what you want in your life and in your business and going after it. That's my one thing I have. What do you all think? Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, Vicky.
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. While I'll share. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that a recipe will consist of a lot of things. There's a lot of ingredients that comes along with being with a recipe, and so then if we just probably think back to that time when we were, like 21, probably, there was a few main ingredients, that there's a few ingredients that we had, but we had not probably lived life long enough to realize that there was still, some of the main ingredients that was missing. Okay. And so I think that that's the wonderful thing about, being in a position where we have summits such as this, because I think it brings that place of awareness where, you might kind of wonder like, well, what's missing? I heard someone say, I thought I would be so much further along, and I said, well, in comparison to when? They were like, it was like right after high school or something, and so I think that, when we are in a position where we kind of feel like there's something missing or we're not quite sure how we can get to that, ultimate place of life that we consider to be a success, then, I'm really glad that we have, summits we can go to and we can get that, training and education to really, truly kind of help us fill in some of those gaps. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
As we, at 21, we didn't know. We just didn't know. And if we went to school, right? And some of us went on to continue our education, and some of us went into the workplace or just went into growing families. But during that period of time, I think there's a lot of growing, learning and growing as you went through. We didn't have a lot of how to become a total woman or what's required or even what the ingredients are. Not so much as what's required, because what's required for you may not be required for me or the next woman, So I think at 21, we were just growing and learning as we go until you reach, after you get finished. You slow down a little bit, Rosie.
Absolutely. I mean, you think because you're bestowed, you get all these extra things that you can do at 21. You think that you're grown, but as you all have said, a recipe includes so many ingredients. And as you grow and mature, and especially in business, because we're talking along life, but when you're talking about in business, you become, as the years go by, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you're supposed to be progressing and leveling up in your business, scaling, as they say. But it's the same thing with your business as it is with your life. Because, I always said business and life intersect. They cross each other. You can't do one without the other. So do you have a recipe for a successful business? Does that round you out? And what do you all think? Does that round you out as a total woman? Because it's a matter of perception. It's a matter of what it's, like you said, what might be good for one person's business may not be the same for someone else's. Because every business is different. Even if you're doing the same thing, it's still different because it's different personalities, different levels of growth. What y'all think?
I would think that I kind of like the way how you mentioned that it kind of rounds you out. And I think that maybe each person has their, they have their own measuring tool. And so I think that, you crossing business, you crossing life, but it's hard a lot of times to feel, I just think, to feel successful in one if a person is feeling like they are not a success in the other. So I like the aspect that, this is evolving, really and truly just the total woman, so that, you're able to grow and have that level of success in all areas. And I mean, like we're all girls, we sit and we talk, and it's like women have that ability to like hit 30 subjects in 15 minutes, right? But and in that process, we can talk about this. Just watch the body language and just watch the facial, expressions, and you can literally truly see the emotions that come from it. So, if you have this area and it's all high up here, that could be something in your personal life or something maybe with your kids and they're achieving. But then if it comes down to that place of business and is really not doing, then you can just see how the countenance falls, So I think really and truly, you get a whole new confidence and you get a whole new swag, when you feel like you're winning in all areas, that total woman feels like she's winning. And I think that's really and truly, something that this summit is, going to be able to, nurture just that whole area of the woman.
Absolutely. Now you hit on some words this morning, just now, that I really like. Evolving. Like, oh my goodness, that really evolving. We are ever evolving as women. No 2 days, well, no 2 or 3 days are alike. If you are, even if you are not moving, even if you are staying stagnant, because time changes, you are still evolving. And then you said swag, because when we get into that evolution and we're really flowing with that thing, girl, ain't nothing like a woman's swag. It's nothing like a woman's confidence. But let me ask you this. In this total woman package, do you think we put a too much pressure on ourselves as women because we take care of so much, or we feel we're responsible for so much?
Yeah, I do. I think we do. And even if it's just work life and balance, just trying to keep it all together. And now you're trying to you're building a business. I don't like the term trying. You're building a business, so it's a lot. But we can do it. And it's just part of how we believe we can do it. And I'm going to make it happen. Is it easy? No, not all the time. Is it doable? Is it possible? Absolutely. But we have to have it together. We have to have it together because you want to build your business, but you don't want the family to fall to the wayside, right? And you have to take care of the family, but you want your business on this hand too. We don't want that to fall off. So you just have to kind of come up with a plan to kind of knit it all together so that it'll fit. It's like a big old puzzle. You got work, you got family, I want my business and whatever else is entailed. We have to kind of learn how to knit it together in some kind of way. We end up being able to do it. Not all the time is it in right, order, but it's doable.
It's doable because
knit it together, right?
Because we as women, we want it all. Well, I shouldn't speak. No, I shouldn't speak for everybody else. I should speak for me. I want it all. That's a big package. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. But wanting it all might be different from your wanting it all. And do you think sometimes women, we compare ourselves to someone else who we think might be more successful in our eyes than we are?
Oh, absolutely. I think you're right. I think, good morning, Vicki. She had said that in the comments that, we put a lot of unhealthy pressure on ourselves. And I think just being, in that place of comparing, to one another, puts us in a position to want to put, a level of pressure on ourselves that is, and I like the word that she used, unhealthy, because if you're going to achieve any kind of goal, if you're going to build anything, you're going to have to put a level of pressure on yourself to take action. But it gets to be when it's that place of, out of balance where it becomes, unhealthy. And I really don't think, Rose, that I don't think that you would be alone in the fact of saying like, I want it all. I don't think there's a woman out there that just absolutely, don't want anything. Even if it's something like, I think that maybe we struggle. Some people probably struggle in the thought that maybe they can obtain it all, or maybe they don't see a route or see how it would ever fit, or they're maybe waiting like, well, I'll wait till the kids get this age and I'll wait till the husband get the promotion. And we already know about that tomorrow just never comes, right? So I think it's a part of I want it all in every one of us is just a little bit hidden, sometimes oppressed, or maybe not able to bloom. But I think that's something that we all do. What do you guys think?
I think you're right. Good morning, Chiquita Margarita. I think you're right. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves. And we don't enjoy it. Sometimes it stops us from enjoying the journey, because it's all a journey. We may say we want more money in our business, or we might want a better job, or sometimes you just might want some peace of mind and some peace and quiet. And when you want to take a step back, you may be thinking, well, if I take a step back, like you were saying, Verlin, if I take a step back and sit down on this end, what's going to fall on the other end? So it's like a constant juggling effect. And instead of just letting it fall and let it do what it do. What y'all think?
We don't want it to fall. That's just how we're made up. We want to be able to control it. We don't want it to fall.
That's a good point. We want to control it.
We want to control it. We don't want it to fall. And we feel like the more weight on our shoulders, the more successful we are. And that's not, the more burdens we can carry, that makes me successful. That makes me strong because I can carry all of that. But it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't.
And especially in our businesses. Because there's always so many resources out there, so many, you might run from conference to conference, or you might go to webinar to webinar, trying to find that right mix, especially in our business, that right mix, and trying to put it all together. And that's why we're doing the Total Woman Success Summit, so that you can find a way to put those pieces together that work for you and your business. Mm-hmm. So go to bit.ly/TotalWoman21 and register. Also, y'all, share out the broadcast. I'm seeing a lot of people sharing this morning. Thank you, Chiquita, for sharing. Thank you, Verlin, for sharing. Joanne, good morning. Thank you for sharing. What do you all think about that? Putting it all together, trying to put the pieces together to make it work.
I think one thing is that I think we have to come to a place that you realize that, you just don't have to personally always put all the pieces together. The more I think that you have surrounded yourself, with, maybe I could say people who can do some of the pieces. And sometimes it's just people who can support you, when you are trying to do the pieces. I mean, the value of community, it's almost like I don't even think I could put a price tag on it, and it really falls with those areas of person that can't necessarily help you, physically take the task up, but they can encourage you, because we all have those moments, when it comes to, business. We see the finish line, but yet sometimes you just don't feel like, getting down on your mark and taking off in the morning. So, to have that, a wonderful community, you know, and the support, you know, of other women who are also working on their success to support you. And though that is absolutely amazing, but it's something that you have to tap into. It just doesn't seem to come and find you. If you get what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. Trisha says, sometimes I struggle with the balance between being a wife, mother, and entrepreneur because I'm working towards success on all levels. And that's true.
That is very
Amen.
true.
She's
Mhm.
every woman. That's right.
And that goes back to the I want it all saying. I want it all. You want it all in your business, your career, your
Mm-hmm.
family, in love. It is a balancing act.
It's a
It
balance.
is. And that's why we put together this Total Women Success Summit.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
So,
Alicia.
well, I was thinking also that sometimes I think we have to learn the power of the exhale, you know, because if we want to talk about it, you know, life is just life, and you're going to get some curveballs. You're going to get some lemonade, and sorry, you're going to get some lemons. And so sometimes, you know, you just literally have to sit back and exhale because everything is just not always going to be on top at all times. There are things that are literally beyond our control. And so sometimes, you know, you just have to sit back, exhale, reposition yourself, and move forward.
That's
You
good,
know,
Alicia.
and I think that sometimes that comes with that unhealthy level of pressure that we're putting on ourselves. That sometimes we don't realize that in order to move forward, that's just something that we need to do. You know, accept it. You know, get a new game plan. You know, and
Right.
call your girls if you need to vent, and move on to your next direction. If you got a coach, maybe you need a strategy session, right? I mean, those are things that literally we all do, I think, in our business to help us with our winning. But sometimes that's the thing that's not necessarily talked about. You know, we just see someone on social media and we just see them, you know,
Right.
but but we don't talk about that stuff. But I think that's absolutely a necessary part, you know, of the total woman package, I think.
That's good, Alicia. The
It
power
is.
of the exhale. Because
I
sometimes
agree.
you just have to exhale, sit down, and let it fall where it falls. I want to say good morning to Todinha. I hope I am pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, please forgive me. But she is joining us, y'all, from Brazil. So I wanted to say good morning to her. She has been joining us since last week, and we welcome you to the BYOB online business show. And hopefully, we will see you in the community. This is a dynamic community over here. And hopefully, you'll go to bit.ly/Total Women 21 and register for the summit. Vicky has said something really powerful here. She says, success is a team sport. We can't succeed alone. Y'all want to talk about that?
That's true. And like we say, if we could do it by ourselves, it would have been done long ago. If we could do it by ourselves, there would be no need for a Total Woman Success Summit. If we could do it by ourselves, we'll be so further down the line than we are now. But we weren't meant to do anything by ourselves. That's why so many of us on the planet. We weren't meant to do it by ourselves. You don't have to struggle by yourself. You don't have to build by yourself. You just don't have to. I mean, why? Wise counsel is available. Whether you come to this community or another, you don't have to do it all by yourself. That one there is a little tricky because we can feel like, oh, I got this. But do we really?
Mm,
Am I successful? Am I whole? But are we really?
right.
Mm.
That's something you just said a mouthful, Verlin, is are we whole? In all of our pursuits, all of trying to have it all and trying to balance, are we whole in the process?
Mm.
And really, what does that mean? What y'all
Something to think about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because are you getting enough sleep? You know, are you properly nourishing yourself? Are you properly nourishing your business? Because your business is not just sell, 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 sell. Yeah, you have something to offer, something on sale, just like any other business every day. But it's not just hitting someone over the head with buy, buy, buy. You know, it's a balance to that too. It's a strategy. And that's the power of the wise counsel that you all hear us often speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's the power of that. That's the power of a community. Go ahead, Alicia.
Well, I think I kind of liked how you kind of crossed those aspect of being whole as being a whole woman, as well as, like, the same for the business as well. Because, I think that just how, like, when you dealing with your whole body, there's so much that has an access to us. You're going to have to, nurture your body and what goes on the inside of it. Then you also need to exercise your body. You have those things personally, but then your business has so many different aspects to it as well. And so, the Total Woman Success, this summit is going to really truly look at so many different aspects. I mean, there are tons of such amazingly talented women. So you have the women that, some of them are life coaches, some of them are health coaches. I mean, business goes in so many different directions, but it's like there's going to be something there to not only nurture, the parts of your body, but then the parts of your business as well. And so all that comes together and you come out feeling just so empowered. Is that probably like a good word? You really and truly feel empowered when all of you have been fed, and the summit technically is really and truly like the highest point to the peak. So it's like that alone just really truly gets me excited with the thought process that, we're about to take a whole, tribe of women to the highest point of success and to the highest peak of what their success could be. I mean, so I would say to everybody, bit.ly/Total Woman 21. It's the high place that we really truly want to get to and maintain,
That high place. Yeah.
I'm over here writing down all these words. Empowered, evolving, the high place, swag, balance, healthy versus unhealthy. I mean, there's so much. Then when you take it over to, and you apply that in your life, and then you take that over and apply it to your business. And then you look at healthy versus unhealthy. Is your bottom line healthy or unhealthy?
And I mean, that's something that we have to address, because if, you don't have a healthy bottom line, then, we don't necessarily have a healthy business. Right. And I think that's something that, I think a lot of people try to avoid that if they are, well, I won't even say it that way, because people can say a lot of things, right? But we also know in this community, that's something that Coach makes us. If you thought you was going to not look at that, it's in your face. This is what we're looking at, and this is what we're working toward. So for this community, that piece of accountability is amazing, because you don't have any way, you don't have any room to hide. And if by any chance your bottom line is not where it needs to be, okay, what are we going to do so that we can get it? What do you need to do different? Everybody does not have that, However, if for those of you who were blessed to be at the profit planning last night, it's a whole nother place of accountability that everybody has in relation to, looking at your bottom line and making a plan for it, because it just doesn't happen, overnight, and it doesn't happen without a plan. You have to be very intentional, in relation to, having your bottom line. You have any thoughts on that, Ms. Verlin?
You're absolutely right. The word is intentional. You
Right
have
there.
to be intentional. And the thing about it is, like you said, I want to say this so it'll, you have to be intentional. I don't want to say it the way I'm thinking it because I don't want it to come off too crass. But we just have to be intentional about what we do, how we look at things, and the balance that we spoke about, that work-life balance, business. We have to be intentional about it and be able to kind of leverage where each component gets its own level of attention, because you can't be consumed over here, and let that business fall over there. You can't be too consumed with the business and the family. It's about bringing it all together, being able to do it. It's a learned behavior. It's a learned behavior to be able to bring it all together. So it'll be one package. So you will be total. It's a learned behavior. And I'm grateful to be in this community because you're going to learn. You know how they would say, oh, you're going to learn today?
We're going to learn today.
Right. You're going to learn over here how to do that.
Those words got me a little nervous. I think it was childhood trauma.
Right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But it's necessary. It's necessary. Even in the adult, it's necessary. And you can just push against it all you want, but it's necessary for the total package to come together. It's a process. You can go to bit.ly/TotalWoman21 and join us. I mean, it's so much knowledge. These ladies are phenomenal speakers. We had prizes. I mean, real prizes. We ain't talking about no Starbucks cards. Yeah. We talking about real prizes.
I'm over here looking at the prizes that are on the page.
Real prizes.
I hope we can sign up to win some of these prizes too.
I know.
I mean,
I said the same thing.
Oh my goodness. HP laptops, a 55-inch TV, a Louis Vuitton duffel bag. Now, I've been looking at one of them for a minute. Some diamond stud earrings.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm signing up for the summit. And look, I'm going to sign up for the summit and I'm one of the speakers. I'm going to go and sign up on the other side so I can sit in the audience.
Going all out.
Oh, my goodness. You all make sure you go over to bit.ly/TotalWoman21. One thing, the graphic, the page is beautiful. Just, that may not be here or there to some people. But then when you look at the prizes and you look at everything that the speakers, all the subjects and the topics that the speakers will be addressing, there is going to be something there for everyone. What we've done is come together as total women to present a total package, a total summit that addresses many different areas and many different levels, which lends to something for everyone in your business and in your life. Because y'all hear me say it, life and business, what? They intersect.
They intersect. Yeah.
They intersect. You can't do one without the other. I want to see you run your business and don't have a life. If you're not living, you daggone sure not gonna run a business.
Mm-mm.
And if your life is out of order, somewhere in there your business is going to be too, and vice versa. They both go hand in hand. In this summit, that's what Coach Danielle has done. She's brought together us dynamic women, dynamic topics, dynamic speakers because Coach is dynamic in what she does. We're sitting here on her platform, and we're not sitting here willy-nilly because she's allowed us, she shared with us her platform. Not a lot of coaches do that.
Right.
But that's that wise counsel. That's that wise counsel. Because she could have just said, look, I'm not going to have a BYOB show, or I'm going to have one. I'm not going to let y'all get on the platform and, test out your skills, perfect your skills. Y'all just go out there and go live on your own and do it the best you can. She didn't do that. She doesn't do that. So if you want a dynamic community, if you want to test us out, go to bit.ly/TotalWoman21 and register for the summit. This might be your first taste of our community.
Right.
And we understand sometimes it does take a taste or two. That's life. It takes a taste or two because you may not be sure. But give us a try and share the broadcast. I changed it up a little bit. Usually I said, please share the broadcast with your family, your friends, and your haters too, because they always watch it. But I changed it up a little bit today. I said, please share the broadcast because someone shared it with you. I'm here because somebody shared it with me, introduced the community to me. Right. So introduce it to someone else. And it doesn't cost you anything to do that. And it could save somebody's life.
Mm-hmm. It'll make a difference. A huge difference. Because someone shared it and I saw it and I was like, And then I saw it again. I was like, and then after about that third or fourth time, that was it. I needed it. Mm-hmm. I needed it.
And sometimes we don't realize
that. Need it, right. So again, I believe we're getting ready to leave because it's Monday and always on Mondays.
We got work to do.
We have work to do.
That's so
please go to bit.ly/TotalWoman21 and register to join us with the Total Woman Success Summit. And the price point, oh my God, I just looked at it. I'm like,
oh yeah, I didn't add.
Who else?
See, this is live. This is live TV, you all. So let me add that to the banner. Let me be completely transparent.
And that's the thing about it. Coach makes it, sometimes we may say, well, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. She makes it so that it can fit everybody.
Absolutely.
So if you can't fit this one here, come on over here. We have this. You know what I mean?
And
yeah.
And in looking at that, is the $20.21 the most important piece? Because we want to be completely transparent. Is that the most important piece of the puzzle? Or is the Total Women's Success Summit the most important piece of the summit?
Over 4 days.
Over 4 days. Is that the most important piece of the recipe? Or is the 2021 the most important piece of the recipe? I think in order to make a great cake, per se, you need all those pieces. What do you all think?
Yeah, that's right. You need all the ingredients. That open mind. First of all, you got to be ready. No, first of all, you know you need change or you need help. Right? Okay, so I know it. Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so you know you need it. Now you're ready. The blessing is right here in front of you. Okay? Recognize it for what it is. Sign up and believe that it's all going to come together. If you don't have it 2021, believe. Walk that thing out by faith. Your $20.21 will come where you can sit under wise counsel for 4 days.
Mm-hmm. And I think that it is, I will stand on it. And I don't think either you two would disagree that it will be the best $20.21, which is over 4 days, a little bit over $5 a day, $5 and some change a day that you have spent in your entire life. It is a steal, literally, for all that you're going to get. I mean, what we have, is it over 30 some speakers?
I
So,
think
in over
27, yeah.
4 days.
I think it's 27
Yes.
speakers.
Is it 27? Okay. So literally, it's not even a dollar.
Right.
It's not even a dollar a lesson. Okay.
Right.
Right.
And for anyone who's been to college, we already know you have not seen no
Absolutely.
one's course room for $1 a day. And even though you may not pay for public school, it's about
Right.
$9,000 a kid, depending on where you at. So your kids aren't even sitting in the classroom for $1 a lesson.
$1 a day.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what, Alicia? You said they don't necessarily pay for public school. Yeah, they don't pay to walk through the door per se, but you got to buy books, you got to buy paper, you got to buy pencils. You pay. You
well, the
either
community
pay,
pays. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
either pay one way or you pay the other.
Right. Last time we bought school supplies, I ain't bought none in a while, but when I was buying school supplies, you have $200-$300 for school supplies. So, and that's just to walk in the door. Okay. So
Absolutely.
I think, we get the moral of it is that you are beyond getting your money's worth, but it is a key. It's a part of a part of the recipe, and it's an investment. It is literally saying that, in order for me to elevate and to find those places of balance, I am willing to, invest a whole $20.21 into
Right.
myself and my well-being.
That's it. Sowing that seed in you.
Mm-hmm.
There's another word, elevate. I'm over here writing down all these words this morning.
I have a full vocabulary list, right?
Yeah. Elevate, empower, evolving, the high place, intentional. I threw in authentic, learned behavior. We've talked on some, and that's another thing. I just ran down this list of words, but we were saying there are 27 speakers on the platform for the Total Women's Success Summit. That's 27 different topics that will be discussed. Then no two will be the same. So think about that. That's 27 different areas for a $20.21 investment, because it is an investment in your business. But also you get the chance to win some awesome prizes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. If you all don't do anything, go over to the link bit.ly/totalwoman21 and take a look at the page and hit us up in our inbox, or come back here and join us tomorrow morning and tell us what you think, because we love it when you all talk to us. We do.
Yes.
Good morning, Cynthia. We love it when we see the comments and questions and things in the chat. So please keep it coming. So go look at the page, sign up, and then come back and talk to us about it tomorrow morning. Good morning, Medina. Any closing words, ladies? Because we got work to do.
Yeah, we do. I just want to again encourage them to do this. Do something for you. Do something for you. Because right now, on Monday, you already done planned your week out. Well, what you have to do for this one, do for that one. I got to run over here. I got to make sure this is that. But where do you fit in? Where do you fit in all this week's planning that you probably already did on Monday? Do it for you. Sow the seed in you. Invest in you. And there will be replays. Go ahead. So if you're busy that week, fine. You'll get the replays and you can sit back at your leisure and view the replay over and over and over again. Because out of 27 speakers for $20.21, that's less than $1 a speaker, right?
That's a steal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a steal. And there is something that you're going to get out of it. There's something, it's bound to happen. If your mind is open and you're willing, there's something you can walk away with that could very well lead you into building your own successful business. Not alone, because we don't work alone over here. We work together. Not alone, but take a chance on you. So the 2021 into you and your business and your future, your legacy. This thing can go on and on and on. And it started with a $20 bill and some pocket change. So blessings to you all for a brand new day, a brand new week. And we don't take it lightly that you joined us this morning. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. But don't forget to go to bit.ly/TotalWoman21 and join us for the Total Woman Success Summit. Thank you again and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day on purpose.